exchanges.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. The feed to Horford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 9. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Smith with a screen on Teague. A nice shot by Knight.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half. Well, you know, it's always a challenge for a coach in a position like Brett Brown, leading a team through a season with 63 losses. How do you hold the Sixers players accountable and demand execution? Despite that lack of success, I think it goes back to his player development experience, understanding that the process is what you have to embrace as you're working towards more consistent success.
Smith on the wing. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
They're rolling now. 5 straight hoops to start this quarter.
Here's Wiggins. No good on the triple. And for Brown, he knew losses would come early. But he demanded Steve a 4-year guaranteed deal, wanting time to develop his team, and he got it.
Well, it was smart because this is going to be a difficult transition for the Sixers. And, you know, with all the turnover in the NBA on the coaching front, I think it was important for ownership to give him that long-term approach.
Teague with the ball. Now Smith defending. Here's Horford. That's good.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And Beverly kicks to Pekovic. Takes the turnaround J.
Al Horford, the Dominican big man, won 2 titles with that great University of Florida team, actually back-to-back titles in 06 and 07. You really love his skill level. There's not much he can't do. He gets up and down. He's a terrific passer, and his mid-range jumper is spot on.
The 76ers trailed by 13. Teague dishes to Wiggins. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Hill pulls it in.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
And Steve, for Horford, consistently a threat from mid-range. It's curious that he has struggled at the free throw line the last couple seasons.
Yeah, it must be something mental because you think about what a good shooter he is from the outside. Some people have even thought maybe he should shoot threes from time to time. But the free throw line struggles, that's something that's bothered a lot of people over the years, and usually it's a mental block of some sort.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Garnett with the screen for T. Lets the 3 fly, but they get it back. From outside the arc, offensive rebound. Horford the pass to Garnett. Teague kicks to Wiggins. And he slams it down right on top of Nikola Pekovic.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed. Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
The shot's good from Smith.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Pass to Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Knight. And it's Chicago scoring again.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Horford sets a screen for Teague. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Pekovic with the screen for Knight. Another three for Chicago.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Horford sets a screen for Teague. Off the pick. And finished off by Horford.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done. Solid work right there, and again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Beverly dishes to Pekovic. And he makes good on the layup. Pekovic has got 17 now.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Jeff Teague. And it's Smith penetrating. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Here's Sampson. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And again, Chicago, no good.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
Chicago calls timeout.
J.J. Barea, quick scoring guard, great attacking off of pick and rolls. And for his size, I'll tell you what, he has an impressive ability to finish around the rim.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for Philadelphia, Capela checked in for Horford, for Kevin Garnett. And it's Thompson in for Wiggins. And for Barea, at just 6 feet, a scrappy defender, Clark. He plays in close, and he's a master of drawing charges.
Yeah, the league actually cracked down on him a little bit. One of the players singled out for flopping, and that's mitigated one of his best defensive weapons.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
Now, I'll tell you what, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to.
Here's Lure. Kicks it out to Crawford. Takes the three. There's the bucket. Good. Crawford's got 13.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Now here's Terry. The dish to Barnes. Shot, high post. Jump shot is good. He's got 10.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
To the wing right side. They set the pick. Crawford, no one around him. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Jason Terry. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Hauntage. Rebound by the 76ers.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
To the left side wing. Correa. Here's Sampson. And there's the call on Hauntage. .40 seconds left in the third. Inside. Knocked loose.
And all you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. And there's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Yeah, their confidence has really dissipated here.
Here's Barnes. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers trail by 19. There's the screen. Out to the wing. Thompson in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be. The 76ers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Teague out there with Thompson. Then there's Horford. And it's Capella in at the 5. These youthful Sixers club really trying to play a full tilt open court style.
Yeah, they want to play up-tempo under head coach Brett Brown, and he said he doesn't want a controlled pace. He wants reckless abandon under control.
Terry outside. Barnes sets a screen for Terry. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's Crawford with the drive. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Had so much space there, and the defense really not showing him the respect. You can see his eyes get wide.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Barnes with it. Kicks it out to Terry. And it's rejected. And he recovers it. And yes, sir, that one drops. The 76ers trailed by 19. Teague, the pass to Horford. Back to Teague. Pass to Sampson. Kicks it to Teague. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Terry kicks to Hauntage. He feeds it to Lure. And here's Barnes for 3. It's hauled in by Capella. And here comes Teague. Horford with the screen on Barnes. Teague, the pass to Sampson. They get it back. The Bulls leading by 19. Here's Terry. He kicks it to Barnes. Here's Lure. Horford with the block. Crawford against T. Horford high post. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Barnes sets a screen for Terry. Feeds to Lure. From past the arc. And that one's good.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Horford kicks to T. Another shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, I like what they're doing inside here in the second half. I mean, they're still trailing, but they're showing a lot of grit down low in the paint.
And the Bulls making a change here. Beverly's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Jones is checked in. Barnes against Jones. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. He didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Perolantic. Hill comes in for Lure. And it's Brandon Knight in for Jamal Crawford. Out to Thompson. Jones dishes to T. Here's Horford. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch 4 and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
Knight, that's a 2-pointer. Barnes passes to Knight. Pekovic with a screen on Jones. The shot by Knight, no good. You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be, and they brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him, as he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. You know, I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
Hill, no good. The 76ers trail by 16.
Hollis Thompson is a slender 6'8" swing man out of Georgetown, and you know, with his quickness and athleticism, I think he's got the ability to defend 2s and 3s and maybe in time point guard.
And Brett Brown wants a timeout. And Hollis Thompson with good leaping ability, a nice finisher, Steve, in transition.
Yeah, you know, in the half court, more comfortable moving off the ball for jump shots, but as he develops his ball handling, I think he has a chance to really take advantage of his length and athleticism.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Philadelphia also making some changes. Sims is checked in, and Wiggins is subbed in for Thompson. The Bulls leading by 14. Now here's Beverly. T covering. Here's Barnes. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
It's stolen by Smith. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Barnes dishes it to Pekovic. The jump hook. Again, Chicago.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Tries it again. Teague for three. And the 76ers get it back.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Kevin Garnett is checked in for the 76ers. The pass to Wiggins. They get it again. Kicks it out to Jones. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, Kevin Garnett came into this league straight out of high school, initially a 6'9" small forward, but he continued to grow and enlisted at 6'11" for most of his career. For whatever reason, he's never embraced actually being called a 7-foot.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Berea's checked in. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
Here's Barnes. Another one falls for Chicago.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Here's Wiggins. That's short off the rim.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
No, I agree. You got to know better than that.
Passes to Knight. Launches it. And the Bulls, another three.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Berea. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Beverly.
I think we can all agree that the NBA has become a bit of a nicer, friendlier league over the past few decades. Less animosity with players and less brutal rivalries, but there is still a level of trash talking going on, and I think at times it's a factor in games.
Berea. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Chicago calls timeout. Well, with what you guys are talking about, there are some known trash talkers in the NBA, like Kevin Garnett, but overall it does seem to have come down a little bit in recent times.
Well, a lot of that is because the league has cracked down on trash talking. The officials are much more likely to call a quick technical. So I think players have adapted and just gone about playing their game and not doing as much talking as in the past.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Bulls leading by 20. Terry outside. The feed to Anderson. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A nice shot by Berea.
Well, that's a good time for the three. The fast break had the defense scattered all over the place, so he was open.
Here's Terry. Pass to Lure. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. Amundsen kicks to Lure. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The 76ers trailed by 17. Here's Berea. Shot is no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. There's the dish to Terry. Pulls it up. And he gets the jumper to drop. Terry's got 4 points in the quarter. The 76ers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Smith drives in. Here's Barea. Another miss by Barea. The Bulls leading by 19. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Amundsen dishes to Lure. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Not much of a pick there. Unless you're going to get a body on somebody, you're really not going to free anybody up for a shot.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Henry Sims, undrafted out of Georgetown back in 2012, but after being traded to the Sixers last season, he finally got a chance to play, and he really showed he belongs in this league.
Terry against Smith. Here's Lure. Again, Chicago.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for Chicago.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
Terry, the pass to Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
That is good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Smith against Terry. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Smith.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome. Clark, what do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Sampson, the pass to Barea. Sims. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Terry. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Knight.